Hey, what's up? It's the weekly breakdown.
Yes, it is.
Whatever fucking number it is. I should probably find out what number it
We
is.
should probably start numbering these.
Yeah.
No, they are numbered. Just that we don't know.
This is number one.
Well, then, Mr. Captain Nuts.
Captain Key.
Slam.
Captain.
Slam.
I don't know. What's your fucking name?
So Luke's gosh.
That works. Alright. Let's do this. So I have 3 pages of shit. Because things happened.
Lots of things happen.
Many things happen.
Ooh, man.
Should we
Good
just
stuff.
get
So-
Deflategate out of the way? Or?
We'll get to it. So we made a video on this. I just wanted to bring it up in case anybody that watches this video never heard about this. All the Nintendo news. So new Nintendo 3DS drops February 13th. XL only. No AC adapter. So keep your old one if you got it. Majora's Mask 3D and Monster Hunter 4 are coming out the same day. Xenoblade Chronicles comes out April 2nd, only for the new 3DS. And the new Fire Emblem game actually leaked to come out this year. So that'll probably be the big fall game. And then Wave 4 of Amiibos are coming out. Charizard, Wario, Ness, Lucina, and Pac-Man. And Super Mario Amiibos are coming out with Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, and Toad. Which they will work with Mario Party 10. I think they work with Smash Brothers as well. Mario Party 10 comes out in Wii U March 20th. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse comes out on February 20th. And Splatoon comes out in May.
I hope it doesn't break. When the new 3DS drops, I hope it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the Majora's Mask 3DS.
Yeah.
We traded in our 3DSs and some stuff.
I committed first, so mine's more special than you guys.
Whatever.
Fuck off.
Paper is true.
So that's cool. So you gotta wait for it though.
Yeah.
You gotta wait like a week, 10 days after.
I can still play on the go. You
Are you
I
gonna
have
get one?
PSP, it's okay.
Or you get one when they come out?
Probably. Because I don't want to trade mine in because...
Yeah, I mean, you have a reason. You have a reason not to. Mine was a plain game, so I mean.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna miss my little slick black 3DS.
But now you're gonna get it like they're the same size. It's
Yeah,
just
I
bigger,
know,
so.
I know, but I like it how it was all black.
Did you get the black one? Oh no, right.
Mask one.
You dumbass.
Duh. Sorry.
Whatever. Let's move into, so Microsoft had a huge Windows 10 event, and talking about the new Windows operating system. So let's get into the stuff about Windows before we get into the stuff about gaming with Windows. So Microsoft, they did a fucking ton of live demos. You can check that out, if you want to see it. If you use Windows 7 or Windows 8.1 right now, within 1 year of Windows 10 coming out, you will get Windows 10 for free.
That's
no charge.
Because
I have 8.1.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Well, then you probably won't like Windows 10 either.
Well, here's the thing.
It might run
Windows
better.
operating systems have always been good, bad, good, bad, good.
So-
Yeah, Windows 7 was okay.
But you
Windows
say
8's bad.
But you guys
Which
say
is
you
Windows
don't
10.
like Windows 8, which is completely based off of apps. That's Windows 10.
Well, I just don't like, for whatever reason, for me, Windows 8 just, I don't know, it just feels clunky.
Yeah,
It's
very
just
clunky.
clunky. Like they did the app thing, but they didn't sit down and
I
they were
actually
like,
kind
hey,
of like the
let's
app
make this all apps. But then they didn't refine it.
I actually kind of like the app thing.
Which it seems like they were refining. I think that they want everybody to upgrade because they want people to buy apps from their fucking, and make money off of that stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Cortana from fucking Halo is a very important part of Windows 10. Cortana's constantly learning from the cloud and from Bing, so Cortana knows everything.
So wait, are we talking
Master
That's
Chief's
cool.
Cortana.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
And so Cortana knows a lot of information, but then Cortana also learns about you personally. So it's kind of like they showed off some demos. For example, they showed off a demo where they went like, Cortana, the guy doing the demo was like, Cortana, play my music. He didn't say Cortana played Joe's music. Cortana played my music, and she played his music. And then he's like, Cortana, be quiet. Stop. And you can have you guys seen the movie Her?
Yeah.
It's basically her. Like you can have it seems like you can have a legitimate conversation with her.
Dude,
and it was like, he was like, Cortana, show me all the pictures I took in December. Boom, all the pictures pop up. You don't have to use Cortana, but it's just a very easy way to navigate. through everything.
That's cool. That's
if
really
it
cool.
functions like that and as smoothly as that,
yes, that's awesome.
who the hell is not going to use
Well,
Cortana?
and that's the thing. Right before he started doing these demos, he's like, remember, this is a build, this is still not finished, but it worked flawlessly.
But here's the thing,
I was like,
the stuff
holy
with
shit.
the Kinect and all that shit worked flawlessly too, but we saw what that ended up.
But this blows the Kinect.
But this is better, because like, the Kinect is just like an add-on. This is actually
Kinect
like
seems-
the operating system.
Kinect was limited, and Kinect is limited on what you can say to it. Whereas this, it seems like they programmed it a lot.
But they programmed it to learn, which is like, it's in the territory of artificial intelligence.
Kind of. It's getting there.
It's not
getting
quite
to the creepy
AI.
level.
Yeah, it's starting to get to the level where,
And
like,
That's-
how
there's-
far do we push this technology?
and they're saying like, you know, Cortana is like a part of your family, pretty much. It's like another person in your family.
So, like,
That's crazy.
You
Now,
just
I'm
know
just
how
saying-
many nerds are gonna use that to like look up
Yeah.
porn and stuff.
And
like
Cortana-
play my favorite porn playlist.
And Cortana's not just across. Windows 10 is going to work on phones, tablets, and PCs, and it's going to be Cortana's part of all of it.
So your personalized Cortana can follow you from your PC to your phone. It's
I hope so.
essentially
make
is
sense.
what they're probably shooting for eventually.
Because that's also what.
Maybe not at
like,
first, but
One of the first things they talked about during this Windows 10 event, because I watched most of it on my lunch break, and was they called it the continuum. So the continuum between Windows phones, tablets, and PCs, and keeping everything, you know, streamlined and the same. Like, for example, they have certain applications that will just always work across every Windows device, such as Microsoft Office or Outlook or stuff like that. And you know, that's cool to me. I think that's smart. Also, Internet Explorer is going to be on its way out here in the next couple of years. They're calling it Project Spartan, the new web browser. And the new web browser, it seemed a lot smoother, it seemed more simple, and you know, they also have something called note-taking mode. So say I find some really fucking hot babe, I can circle her titties and email it to you. Like, you can draw all over the internet. You can take notes on the internet.
dude, that's awesome.
So they have a built-in note-taking mode
cool.
into
Cool.
it.
That's kinda
And
cool.
Cortana is built into it. It seemed rad,
Alright.
if you ask me. So
this thing with Cortana, because it seems like that's going to be the build. Like, the operating system is probably going to be called Cortana eventually. But think of, like, smart houses. But, like, lights off, or lights 50%. Like,
that
half
could be a
light,
next
or-
logical step. I mean,
like, just the potential for this is getting to incredible levels, but also
scary
potentially
scary.
absolutely fucking terrifying levels.
yeah.
I think stop here. This is good.
Like, the smart house application, that's fine, but don't let it get more intelligent than that.
With the Patriot Act. You know, the government's just gonna use it to spy on people and shit.
Yeah,
Like, that's
probably.
gonna make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Probably. People are okay with that.
It's all building.
People are okay with that until you tell them about it.
Don't feed the paranoia.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a lot more stuff that they showed off. I do highly recommend if you're interested into watching this event, because it was pretty cool. Then they revealed, you know, their new technologies that they're working on. First is, they're called Windows Surface Hub, which is some basically big-ass 84-inch smart TV that you can draw all over, and just, it's touchscreen. It seemed kind of cool.
Yeah.
Didn't really seem like anything that was
Special. Well, not special, but like
that hasn't been done before.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's cool. But the biggest thing that I think that they showed off was the Microsoft Hololens, which is augmented reality. So Sony, Oculus, they're going and Samsung are going into virtual reality. Microsoft's going into augmented reality.
What's the difference?
Alright,
So virtual reality puts you in
a
the
simulated
thing.
environment.
You move your head, your character in the game is moving the head, your head in that environment is moving.
Yeah, the
Your
environment is
arms are
simulated.
moving. Whereas augmented reality is basically holograms. You know the AR cards you get with the 3DS?
It's that.
It's like that, but to a whole new
Yeah.
fucking level.
Like imagine like a set of glasses you can put on.
Imagine like a hot dog bun.
It's a headset
But-
that you gotta wear. Though.
I would see everything in this room as it is, but I'll also be able to like, hey, I want to circle that. Just circle it. Or like, I want to bring up like an image of something. And if you're wearing
they showed off
well, you'd be able to see it.
Minecraft things, and they showed off like, for example, one of the demos was you changing a light bulb. And
what
so
if everything is just augmented reality?
They put a TV on the wall.
I'm real, you're augmented reality.
Okay,
I don't know.
All you guys are augmented reality.
And it was really cool for the business world, and it has huge applications for entertainment. To me, this is a lot more important. It has more applications, and it's flat out more interesting to me than virtual reality.
Yeah. I will admit, augmented reality is a lot more interesting than virtual reality, but I can see augmented reality is really, really cool, but I can understand why like everybody else is going for virtual reality. Like, it's good that Microsoft is doing something different, because I mean, there's going to be virtual reality is going to be everywhere. There's probably going to be 4 or 5 different kinds of headsets you can get in the next 5 years or so. But virtual reality is honestly where things are going to go, because at least augmented reality, you still can't control the, you know what I mean? It's like you can't control the environment. Like, yes, you can project something up, but you are limited. There is, in a way, limitations. Whereas, eventually, virtual reality, there is no such thing as.
But with augmented reality, they were doing things to that.
Well, here's
environment that was projected.
Yeah, but it's. But then
it's
again,
almost both in one.
Here's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Virtual reality will be good for entertainment purposes, specifically entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Whereas the augmented reality can be good for entertainment purposes, maybe not specifically that, maybe not as good as true virtual reality.
Yeah, that's.
But the practical uses of augmented reality
are a lot better.
There's a lot more widespread potential for augmented reality to be, and it's kind of the first logical step towards a good virtual reality.
Yeah, because the only good thing that I've seen virtual reality come out of for being for practical is that, like, you want to buy a house, you don't have to go there. You can take a virtual tour of the house in a virtual reality room. But then, I mean, you can do that with augmented reality. But with the virtual reality, it's
more real.
Yeah,
it's a little more real. Whereas the augmented reality is just like, here it is. But whereas virtual reality, you were literally, that's the thing. Like, augmented reality, you're kind of seeing.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
That was kind of the point I was trying to make earlier. Augmented reality, you're kind of just seeing the landscape around you, whereas virtual reality is you are actually almost experiencing it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. So, like, yeah, I agree. Virtual reality is much more for entertainment purposes, which is why a lot of people will probably take that more seriously than augmented reality. But augmented reality could be just...
augmented reality is going to be a very important technology.
Yeah.
That's for just even like medical fields.
Yeah.
Construction.
It's anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. I mean, Microsoft, a lot of their money is from basically businesses, and businesses. You go to a business, every business in the fucking world has Microsoft Office.
Yeah.
They have Microsoft Outlook for email, and they use a lot of Microsoft products. That's where they make all their money. Every PC in the world pretty much runs on Windows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're about business, and I feel that it has its entertainment side where I think it could be really cool, but it also
has a much more
practical for business. However, I personally do not think that this will be used. I just feel like it won't be used for the Xbox One.
No.
As much. I just feel like with virtual reality and augmented reality, I feel like you just need this mega monster rig to run this stuff properly and to its full strength. I know Sony's making Project Morpheus for the PS4, but it probably won't be as good as Oculus because they have to dumb it down for the PlayStation 4 that's not as powerful as a PC. So that's my personal opinion on that in terms of gaming.
Yeah.
But once
this stuff, virtual reality, augmented reality, is going to be a very important part of the next console cycle if they make new consoles.
It's just going to be an important part of the next technological cycle.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, whereas like this one was all about tablets and.
It was this cycle has been very much about tablets and like smart technology. Yeah.
Whereas next it'll be the altering reality. Is a nice way to put it.
Altering your perception of reality.
Yeah. You have thoughts?
Reality.
Actually, Ted. I want to start looking up some of the Ted stuff on this.
Yeah.
Ted, the teddy bear?
No, it's
The guy from How I Met
it's like
Your
a
Mother?
tech thing. Like,
Bundy?
or tech science. Like they've had like the guys from Mythbusters on there. They had the guy. They had Douglas Adams that wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on there, just talking about things.
That's cool.
Yeah. So then Phil Spencer was also at this event, and he talked about gaming on Windows, and he announced that the PC, that Microsoft's going to start treating gaming on PC just as important as they treat gaming on Xbox. And on Windows 10 there will be an Xbox app. So on this Xbox app, it's pretty much Xbox Live. You can see your friends, you can send clips to your friends. Windows 10 will have Xbox game DVR that you use to record game clips, and you can send that to your friends.
So it's what Smart Glass was kind of supposed to be.
Just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's going to be cross-play between Xbox One and PC on a game-by-game basis. And they announced that Fable Legends will be the first game doing that. They announced that DirectX 12, which is coming soon, will just boost performance for PC and Xbox One and mobile games in general. And DirectX 12 seems pretty fucking sick, man. And there's like a 50% just increase in power. They showed a DirectX 11 game, and then they showed it running on DirectX 12, and eventually the one DirectX 11 just completely stopped because they couldn't handle it, where DirectX 12 kept going. So yeah, I mean, so right there, you know, developers are struggling to get some extra power out of the Xbox One. Right there's your ticket to get better, smoother performance out of it. And then they announced that Windows 10 in the future will be coming to Xbox One as it's basically its operating system. Which the one Xbox One right now is pretty much Windows 8. Yeah. Everything's app-based and tile-based and all that stuff. And they announced that you can, in the future, you will be able to stream Xbox One games to phones, tablets, and PCs, basically their answer to remote play. That's all that they talked about gaming-wise. To me, it seems like they're trying to bring Xbox Live to PCs. However, what do most PC gamers use?
Steam.
Keyboards.
Steam
can do all of this shit.
Steam has been doing all of this shit already.
Again, let me gather my thoughts real quick. What Microsoft is trying to do is that basically they want to take the base of people whom, let's say there are, well, Luke, you may know, does Steam have any kind of subscription base, or is Steam all free?
Steam is basically free. Like, you can buy games.
Steam's a game-by-game basis.
Yeah, it's
game-by-game basis? Okay. So
they do have a lot of free stuff on there.
It's Microsoft's, so then it's not even really trying to, it's basically Microsoft's way of trying to get PC, like people who play on the Xbox, onto the PC,
and vice versa.
Stuff like that. So that's basically all it is. And then they're hoping that maybe eventually, because I mean, I don't see Microsoft going anywhere, especially with PCs and anything like that, that they're hopefully going to, they're hoping maybe one day they'll dominate the PC market. That's like the only reason I see them doing this, is that they hope to eventually outlast Steam because they have the full power of, well, Microsoft behind them, which is...
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but yeah.
That's like the only...
But Steam can remote play to other PCs. Steam has a friends list. Steam has achievements in it. Steam has all that type of stuff.
But this is connected to console games. I know. I mean, it's what, it's the PC master race, where a lot of people, they play PC and that's it. Yeah. Whereas this is, again, it's getting people. Again, like you said, you can stream to PC, but then with this, you can stream the PC to. I mean, if you wanted to, if you had a game on a game that works with the Xbox app, and you had it on your PC, you can go to your Xbox One. You can go to a tablet.
You can't go PC to Xbox.
Well, still, but you can stream to another PC. You can stream to a tablet, a phone, which is something that Steam, can't do. And I mean,
I mean, that's cool. And supposedly, I also heard that the streaming with Steam is kind of meh. Which here they said they're targeting 1080p 60. I don't know how that's possible with latency and network. Everybody's network speed is different. I just don't see how it's possible to do that.
But I mean, if anybody can do it, I mean, I bet Microsoft will figure it out. I mean, like I said, they have. I mean, they got a lot of backing behind them, so.
You're gonna have to boil a lot of water to get that much steam.
I mean, I think it's smarter than to try to unify PC and Xbox. I don't. But the thing is, they're almost competing with themselves.
Yeah, because they're
PC
trying to
and Xbox,
and it seems like they're trying to make the Xbox into basically a layman's PC.
It's almost really, really weird because a lot of games that they're, because what is it, like an example I'm trying to think of is Final Fantasy 14. Is you can play on the PS4 and the PC, and you can kind of and then you can intermingle between the PS4 and the PC players on that, and so it's almost like kind of like Xbox and PS4 will probably never coexist, but they will both coexist with PC. Yeah. It's almost like this is inadvertently. Almost kind of works towards Microsoft. It's like, hey, pushing more people toward, hey, PC. I mean, it's better in some people's eyes. Which I mean, whether or not you agree with that, I mean, it's more powerful, and then honestly, in a lot of ways, there's a lot more games.
PCs have have always had the biggest catalog of games.
So I think that's what this is almost a push towards. It's I don't think so. This might even possibly be. This is really far fetched. Maybe this is like Microsoft saying, "Hey, we're gonna try to just push to really just doing gaming on PC. Like we're gonna bridge you there. Like we're going. That's where we're going. Is you have to play PC." And it's like, oh, okay, so it's a logical step, I think.
They could, because they don't make money off Xbox at all.
Didn't they already make it like you have to be online at all times to do anything?
Which is basically PC.
Yeah. They say they're making it bigger, like a big. Box. What do you call that thing?
A tower.
Tower. They're making it like a tower.
Yeah, I mean they say that the PS4 and the Xbox One aren't. You don't have to be connected online to play them, but you pretty much do.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I mean, I can play the PS4 offline. I'm okay with that.
It's just you don't get. It's just that like a lot of the features that you're just so accustomed to that used to work offline before now.
Yeah.
Like trophies.
With games being so broken all the time, it's like,
you kind of need it. Like
I played Assassin's Creed 4 one time when PSN was down, and I unlocked trophies. I finished the game.
Yeah.
I should have gotten the trophies for like the last 3 sequences and the last 2 modern day story missions. I didn't unlock them.
Because it was offline. Because trophies don't work when you're offline. So that's like something that's
supposedly on the PS4. I just don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't play offline. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out of that conference. I know some people were kind of meh on it. I was actually impressed with it. Opinion's opinion. Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man might be in Avengers 3. The Avengers Infinity War.
Okay, that's.
Who would be portraying Spider-Man?
I can almost guarantee because this is what it's looking like right now because I've been keeping up with this. It looks like it's still going to be like Sony still does make most of Spider-Man movies. It's just that
Marvel is allowed to use Spider-Man.
It's just that they're going to borrow that Spider-Man from Marvel, and Andrew Garfield, I can just about guarantee you, is not going to be Spider-Man.
Because is it Sony that doesn't want Andrew Garfield, or is it Marvel that doesn't want Andrew Garfield?
A little bit of both, but it's also kind of Andrew Garfield's fault. Apparently he was supposed to go to some dinner thing with high-up Sony reps, and he didn't let them know until like an hour before that he wasn't going to show up. And then also he apparently badmouthed some Sony reps for the poor performance of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which it's reported that the reason that movie did so bad was that a lot of people were trying to put their input into that movie, and so he's like, that's why the movie sucked, which honestly is, but my opinion of that movie has gone down since then, because I see, like, okay, I see why people don't like it, so he's basically out.
Yeah.
He's kind of dug himself a hole. He's not gonna be able to.
I mean, I liked him as Peter Parker. He was probably the better of the two.
Oh yeah.
But damn.
Yeah. I mean, Garfield can't be Spider-Man. He's a cat. Doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So it's just, it just sucks that it's too late for him to actually be in the Civil War storyline.
So who would you like to be Spider-Man?
Peter Parker.
Like who would you like to portray Spider-Man? Actor-wise.
Ben Stiller.
No. I'm actually thinking, who would be a good pick? I'm trying to.
Ray Romano.
Frazier.
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer.
Dr. Phil.
I honestly don't know. I mean, Andrew Garfield's a pretty good pick. It's just that, again, what rumors have said, they're not dealing with teenage Peter Parker anymore, so it would be somebody older, who looks a bit older. I honestly
Vince
don't
Vaughn.
know.
Maybe.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Who pulled the role.
Maybe Michael Fassbender. Depending on how old, depending on how far, I guess. Spider-Man.
He's a little
too old.
So what's he gonna be doing in the Avengers anyway?
He'll just
Did he show up
be there, and he'll fight things. He'll probably shoot his webs.
I was gonna say, what about the guy that played the young Xavier? Days of Future Past.
Maybe that could make it work out.
Or the guy that
What about Xavier from Arby's?
Oh, yeah, I'll play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that.
Great job.
Chip Kelly.
Gearbox announced Borderlands The Handsome Collection, which is coming to PS4 and Xbox One March 24th. Includes Borderlands 2, Borderlands pre-sequel, and all the DLC for both games. Also includes 4-player split screen on the same TV. It runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it will be $60.
Woohoo!
Hype.
Happy.
Much hype.
You know, we talk about remasters need to stop.
This one
But then we
needs
buy
to
them.
happen.
Honestly, if it was just a pre-sequel, I'd buy it. Because I skipped the pre-sequel, and I love Borderlands, so
Yeah. But
you know, I'm down.
this is a great package.
It really is.
I was just thinking, why the heck didn't they just throw in the original Borderlands, and then maybe throw in, if they talk to Telltales and throw something like, maybe like, here, you get the season's pass for Tales from Borderlands.
Borderlands
For like
one
$100.
had barely any story.
But I think for like $80, an extra $20-$30, I think you get that, which because I mean, like again, apparently that won't be worth too much, and then you get the season's pass for Tales from Borderlands. Like boom, everything you want Borderlands on next gen, there it is. There you go.
The only thing that really ties back to Borderlands 1 is the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like it has like literally no story. It's like Diablo.
Well, Diablo has a story. It's just hard to follow.
But I mean, I'm
just
okay
because you
with
don't
it
pay
not
attention to
having
it doesn't mean
Borderlands
it's not there.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, Borderlands 2 is the better game. It's the more popular game.
But then I still think they should have somehow found a way to tie in Tales from the Borderlands, since that is, I guess, something that they're pushing. Like I said,
I mean, it's part of the lore and the story.
That's what I mean. So just like throwing like, hey, you get the season pass, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
But the fact that this bundle is, first off,
It's $60.
it's $60, which is incredible for the sheer amount of content you're. The 4 main DLCs for Borderlands 2 alone
We're awesome.
were a good 20 hours.
I mean,
Also
Tiny
plus
Tiny Tina's is awesome.
plus the season's pass for the pre-sequel, because not all the DLCs after that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get all those. So it's like,
And
they're
like this
throwing
is
in the headhunter packs, all the characters, all the skin packs.
this
Totally.
is a steal.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Gearbox.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this, and I'm excited to take screenshots.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I want to see Tiny Tina's in remastered graphics.
oh yeah.
That's almost pretty as hell.
Yeah. I'm totally playing the pre-sequel first.
Oh,
One,
yeah.
because it comes first in the story, but two,
Yeah.
Gotta play
the
it.
experience. It'll be fun just to, we played Borderlands 2 together, and it was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just so fun to go through 4-player co-op through that whole story. It'll be fun doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC June 9th. The game includes all the content and updates already on the PC version, like the Justice and Champion systems, and it'll be dropping. Bethesda is dropping subscriptions for Elder Scrolls Online March 17th, and the game is going free to play. However, if you want like extra content, they do have a subscription that you can pay every month. They didn't say how much that is. It's probably $15.
It's like a premium thing. Like you can, I think it unlocks some other stuff.
Yeah.
When they announced this, the first thing that came to my mind was, I really need a bigger hard drive.
Yeah.
How big is that? Have they said?
I don't know, but it's probably going to be huge, and I have 100 gigs left. And then with Borderlands and that, like these two are games that will stay on my hard drive for a long time, and I don't want to get rid of off of there because I know I'm just going to continually play.
Sony needs to put out the bigger, like the multi-terabyte hard drives for the
I think
now.
This is a big thing, especially going free to play. Like I'd almost given up hope that this game was coming out to consoles for a while because it was like
I wasn't going to get it. If it had subscriptions, I wasn't going to get it.
I mean, I thought about it because the way that Frank had described it to me was like, what? So you pay $15 a month. So basically, it's like every 4 months you buy a new game. But then the amount of content that MMOs normally get added to them within a 4-month time period, it's about getting a new game. So it's like, so I kind of saw that, but I mean, talking about in general what MMOs going free to play and how that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I think
it's a
probably should be another video for another time, which we can do. But I think it makes sense just because historically things that cost money haven't done too well. Things that cost extra money to play haven't done too well on consoles.
Yeah, and subscription MMOs are dying.
Here's my input as someone who has played a subscription MMO.
You played WoW, that doesn't
I
count.
played WoW. I did play a little bit of the Old Republic.
Old Republic, okay.
I definitely like the shift to the free to play, but I'm okay with the you can if you want some of this little extra stuff, you can pay a little bit. That's the smart
thing that they did.
But I don't want them to make it pay to win.
Yeah.
If they make it pay to win, that is going to be the dagger that kills.
But that's
game. But if they make it just we're going to give you like maybe early access to new areas or stuff like that.
What you just described there, though, is something that is happening in games that we cannot avoid, and that is called microtransactions, my friend.
Yeah, microtransactions are the way of the future.
Yeah, and I see that, but then I mean, I can see why people might get all up in arms because like Frank was saying, since he's not here to talk about it, he was saying he hopes the game doesn't suck because I mean that means there's not a lot of money filtering in. But then my thought is, yeah, but then most MMOs, they're just PC. They just have sales on PC. Now you have sales on 3 whole systems.
Well, now more people might buy it. Like me, I'm an example. I wasn't going to purchase this game just because I heard it was kind of meh, and $15 a month to play a meh game, I just wasn't... At first I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It's always going. Then I was kind of like, meh. But now, they're going to get my dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's so many people that I saw like, oh, I'm going to consider buying this game now. Or, I think this game, too, will be kind of like when Diablo 3 came out last year. It'll fill that RPG itch. So on these systems, that just grand RPG itch. And, you know what I mean?
Subscription MMOs, and again, speaking from experience, require way too much time to make them the $15 a month investment worth it. Because back when I played WoW, I had time to play WoW. I had time where I was actually getting, my $15 a month worth. Whereas, when I kind of got into college, and it's just I didn't have time. I didn't have the amount of time to put into it to make playing the game worth it.
I kind of saw the whole having like a premium version thing. Something like that from a long ways away. I was like, because I knew like there's no way this game's gonna survive.
Well,
like
the Old Republic is free to play, but they have that sort of system.
I said back when the game came out that they should put out for the consoles put out like a single player mode. Like, hey, you can play through the game and do quests and stuff, but you can play offline if you don't pay the subscription by yourself, or with a smaller group of people, and then open it up.
I'd be okay with that too.
So
like, hey, I just want to play with you, Frank, and Billy. That I can do that.
So
yeah, I mean, I just want to be a Tamriel.
Yeah. Yeah, all of it this time.
Are you stoked?
You can get it.
I
You can get it.
don't know.
You can get it. You can buy it.
You gotta get it.
It's an online thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really play online stuff too much.
I mean, you can play it by yourself.
You don't have to interact with
encounter
people.
other people. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have
It's
to.
like Elder Scrolls. It's in the first age.
Second age. Because
age.
dwarves are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarves are gone.
I don't know. I'll play it by dwarves.
They're not actually dwarves.
Oh well.
Well, I mean the whole race and whatever with the cool armor and everything, and the cities and whatever.
They're not. Their cities are there. The armor's there, but they themselves are not.
Yeah, I just want them to be there. If they were there, I would play it.
Yep. So I mean that's cool. I should be picking it up. I'm gonna try to at least.
Yeah.
So before we get to the biggest topic in America at the moment, let's get through the rest of this stuff quick because a lot of it is just quick mention stuff. Yeah. So the best-selling games of December 4th, 2014 came out. And Xbox One sold the best in December. That's a surprise. So the best-selling games in December, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was sold best on the 360, surprisingly. Grand Theft Auto 5 was sold best on Xbox One. These don't count bundled in hardware.
Okay.
Either. So if you bought the Grand Theft Auto 5 bundle, it does not count that. Then Madden NFL 15, Super Smash Brothers, NBA 2K15, Minecraft, Far Cry 4, Just Dance 2015, which sold best on Wii. Destiny, which sold best on Xbox One, and FIFA 15. So that's December 2014, and then the NPD released the best-selling games of the year of 2014. And also, hardware sales brought in $5.07 billion in 2014, and software sales were $6.11 billion. So that's a combined $12.19 billion or $11.19.
Do you have a list of the best sold games of 2014?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Well, let's all make a guess of what we think the number one is.
Destiny.
Shovel Knight. Probably Call of Duty.
You are correct. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Which platform did it?
Fuck space.
Oh, I know the answer to that.
I think I know
It's 360, isn't it?
Stone Cold 360.
It's 360.
Next,
I think selling amazing on 360.
Next was Madden NFL 15.
Which was awful.
Which sold best on 360. Then it was Destiny, sold best on Xbox One. Grand Theft Auto 5 was fourth, which that game was only out for a couple weeks. It's pretty crazy. Minecraft, Super Smash Brothers, which sold best on 3DS. NBA 2K15, Watch Dogs, FIFA 15, and Call of Duty Ghost.
People still bought that game in 20.
Call of Duty Boats.
Goats.
People care too much
Call of
about
Duty
war.
So that's the best-selling game of the year. That's kind of a very predictable list, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad Smash is on there.
Even almost everywhere where games were selling really, really well at is predictable. I mean, I could have predicted that Destiny would have sold the best on the Xbox One just because probably a lot of people got the bundle, which that doesn't count the bundles, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, probably a lot of people bought the PS4 bundle, and so that means, we were probably some of the minority who actually had a PS4 before it came out. There are probably a lot of people who waited for that because.
So let's just move on to some quick stuff. Finishing up video games. Sid Meier's Starships comes to PC, Mac, and iOS in spring 2015. So it's a Sid Meier strategy game with ships in space.
Starships.
Guys, there's a new NASCAR game in development.
Dude, Jeff Gordon's retired.
PS4, Xbox One, PC. I know. 5-year-old me.
That's the biggest news of the year.
5-year-old me would have been in fucking tears if Jeff Gordon is retiring. That guy at the mall that we saw with the Jeff Gordon jacket's probably fucking wanting to kill himself.
Dude, I've never been into NASCAR.
No, but I mean, Jeff Gordon, he's still winning, so at least he's going to go.
And he gets in fights too, so I mean, he's cool.
Yeah, I know, he's an angry old man.
Does Rusty Wallace still race?
No.
He's retired. He's one of like the only ones that I know.
Dale.
Hey, he died.
Well, Junior.
Yeah. Yeah. Nintendo's killing off Club Nintendo July 1st, 2015. So we'll have a new membership program. So if you have any coins, redeem them. Club Nintendo's kind of alright. It could be way better though, like the rewards and stuff. Screen Ride's coming to Xbox One, Xbox 360 March 3rd, and it has like this Burnout Crash-like mode. Where you're just crashing roller coasters.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of cool, actually.
Like, I like Burnout.
I like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I like Roller Coaster Tycoon and making things crash in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
So yeah, right in my eye.
The next two I'm actually very excited for. Ori and the Blind Forest comes to Xbox One PC March 11th. That game looks so fucking incredible. Yeah, I'm really stoked on that. And State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition comes to Xbox One April 28th.
Oh, so they bring State of Decay to...
Includes all the DLC and will be $30, but if you own the game on 360, you can buy it again for $20. That game seems good, and I heard it's really good. It's
State of Decay,
I thought about buying it.
I played the original State of Decay. It's permadeath, but then you encounter so many characters that you can all control that it doesn't matter in the long run.
Like, it seems pretty fun, so I might pick that up. Do you guys remember at E3 Sony talked about that fucking Marvel TV show?
Powers.
Yeah, that's starting March 10th for all PlayStation Plus subscribers.
I guess I'll
and it'll
watch
be
that.
free.
Why not?
And the Xbox One is $349.
Again. Woo! No surprise.
It's not going back up in price. It would suck if for the 2 weeks that it was back up to $400.
You bought one.
Or whatever you bought one. That was...
That's damn.
That was stupid. I don't know why they put it back up in the first place.
I don't know either.
Probably so they could have another huge announcement of now it's back down in price and people shit their
but once they say that it's permanently at $350, like it just kind of takes the wind
Like
out.
raise the price $15, then lower it $15. We lowered the price. Can't say we never lowered the price.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would do.
Music. Holy shit.
Let's do it.
Fallujah is now signed with Nuclear Blast Records, and
That's
they're
pretty
doing a tour with Art Spire, Lorna Shore, and Zenith Passage. I would see that if it came around here. Lorna Shore is fucking sick. Art Spire's sick. Good for Fallujah, man.
Yeah.
They're one of the best.
Weren't they on
death metal
Spirit?
bands. No, they were on Unique Leader, which is just a small death metal label, pretty much. But now they're on one of the biggest labels in the world. So a fuckload of bands are either recording, writing, demoing records right now. You guys gotta stick with me.
Okay.
Suffocation, Testament, Viljarta, whatever that gent band is, Cattle Decapitation, Five Finger Death Punch, Norma Jean, Battlecross, Dark Tranquility, Lockup, Dream Theater, Metallica, Tesseract, We Came as Romans, and Scar Symmetry are doing it right now.
Yeah, We Came as Romans.
Yeah, I got one more thing. And there's some flyer from Nuclear Blast that leaked that also said that Nile, Meshuggah, Immolation Slayer, and All Shall Perish are putting out albums this year.
Hasn't Metallica been writing new albums for like 27,000
Yeah, they're officially,
years?
that's the thing that they're doing. They're focused on.
They're like, we've put out a movie, we've played fucking Antarctica, let's actually finish the album we started writing.
Do people still listen to We Came as Romans?
I don't know. Maybe Kerrigan. Kerrigan.
The Five Finger Death Punch, their Wrong Side of Heaven, Part 1 and 2, are actually some of the most popular videos on our channel. Because, I did talk very highly of those records because they really weren't that good. So I'm stoked on that.
What's going to be the name of the new album?
I'd
love to hear the name, but it's probably something really stupid.
Yeah. I'm really stoked on Suffocation, Testament. Cattle Decapitation would be fucking crazy. Battlecross.
The Slayer one's true.
Scar Symmetry. I'm stoked on a lot of these, actually. Not We Came as Romans. I'm not a fan of Norma Jean. I'm surprised they're still a band. Like, they haven't said anything since Eddie left. And then the drummer left. And then their guitar player left.
So who was left in the band?
Bassist. I guess.
So what is your bass?
One other guitarist?
Yeah. It was.
So, two guys in the band.
Yeah, so
gonna come out and yodel.
The band just needs to... They're not going to be the same with a completely different lineup.
They should get a different lineup, because then that would make sense with the band name. They all perished. So but they all have to die, though, for that to work.
That's funny. I've been sitting here and I looked at the albums that are coming out over the next couple months, and there's not that much. But they're all fucking ranking them, so the end of the year is probably going to be fucking insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool stuff. Slipknot and Hatebreed are touring in Scranton.
So that's like a half okay tour.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
Yeah, probably. Tanner will be there. Mastodon, Clutch, Graveyard, and Big Business are touring in May. They're at the fucking Pier 6 Pavilion.
Pier 6.
Yeah. Hailstorm's headlining Carnival of Madness 2015 with the Pretty Reckless. There's other bands that are on it that haven't been announced. Hailstorm's new album, Into the Wildlife, comes out April 3rd.
They put out Apocalyptic, which is alright. It's unique. The Carnival of Madness, I mean, I like Pretty Reckless. They're pretty alright. And then Hailstorms, I mean, I like Hailstorms, so that actually...
No, they're at the Pierce Pavilion.
Oh, at the Pierce Pavilion?
Yeah.
Why would anyone go to a Carnival of Madness? I mean, I don't even like regular carnivals.
Shoemaker's there. Yeah. So, I mean...
Mr. Shoemaker's there.
I'll listen to their album.
That guy's a fuck off. I don't care who knows it. Seriously.
That's fine. Norma Jean, For the Fallen Dreams, Sirens and Sailors, and Silent Planet are touring.
The gay tour.
Yeah. The Color Morale,
Norma Jean has some okay songs.
Yeah. For the Fallen Dreams used to be alright, but yeah.
I never listened to them.
The Color Morale, Vanna, Slaves, and Favorite Weapon are touring.
Who? I've never heard of any of this.
Nope. Who are they again?
The Color Morale, Vanna, Slaves, and Favorite Weapon.
Slave, I don't know, Slaves is stupid, that sounds like a racist name. But Vanna's last album, or maybe, I don't know how long ago they put out, one album they put out was alright. That I listened to.
I've honestly
never
never
listened to
it.
They had like that one song, I forget what it was.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah. Defeater, Counterparts, Capsize, Better Off, and Hotel Books are touring. That show is at the Champ.
Fuck it, dude, let's go to the Champ. I'm itching to go to the Champ sometime.
I'd go see Counterparts because they're actually alright.
Defeater's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Champ.
Hotel Books.
You watch the insulation foam.
What the hell kind of name is it?
Maybe the entire building can collapse on me and I'll die. Then it'll be totally worth it.
Code Orange, Harm's Way, and Eternal Sleep are touring. There you go. Linkin Park, Rise Against, and if Mice and Men's tour is canceled because Chester Bennington hurt his fucking leg.
Mice and Men's
so that sucks.
Linkin Park.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been on that tour for.
The only band I would like to see there is Rise Against.
That's kind of it, yeah. I mean, if Linkin Park plays all their old stuff, maybe like before they got all stupid, that'd be alright.
Yeah.
But they'll play their new stuff, and I'll be like, and then I'll.
But Keith, in the end.
Yeah.
Didn't the singer join Stone Temple Shitheads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is he? I guess he does both bands.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. That sucks.
Well, I mean, Miles Kennedy does stuff with Slash, and he still does stuff with Alter Bridge.
Change the name.
But Stone Temple Pilots just needs to fucking stop if they don't have Scott Weiland.
They don't
even though he's a fuck off. Yeah, it's just no.
It's not that.
Chester Bennington's voice.
They should get Reggie to sing instead.
Yeah, they should. Oceano's new album Ascendance comes out March 23rd. They put out a new song and it's Oceano. Has had some breakdowns. And then there was a bunch of deathcore bands posting. It was like, this is fucking dope. This is dope, dude. Keep of Callison's new album Epistemology Titties. I don't know how to fucking say that word. February 24th. That should be alright. They're a good band. And what's his name? Danny Worsnap.
Yeah,
he left Asking Alexandria.
Yeah, are you sad about that?
I almost shot myself.
I mean, if I wasn't already emo, I would be so emo right now.
I'm gonna cut myself up after this shit.
I'm gonna totally relapse.
He said he's joining, he's gonna do other musical stuff. I feel like...
But decided to sign to Roadland.
I feel like I feel like he's gonna try to join some like rock band or something because he seemed more of a rock singer now than a fucking metal bitch. Dude.
During whatever that crappy award show I was talking about a while ago, because all the awards were stupid. Yeah. That band played Asking Alexander. They played that one song. It was like Hungry Like a Wolf or whatever it was like that. And he sounded like crap. Like he should probably I don't know if he blew out his voice or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember he sounded like crap.
They also announced that they're going to advance Warped Tour this summer.
Oh, yay! Warped Tour. You want to go? I'll go if you go.
Asking Alexandria? Oh, Keith did fucking tour with them.
They said that they're going to play a set for the fans.
Oh,
that's what every band says.
They're going to play some highlights. Don't you play a set for the fans every time.
Yeah.
Technically.
I
know
know
your most popular song.
I know that bands should say that, but I was reading through that thing on Lambgoat. I read part of what they said. It's so annoying. Like, I know bands probably should think that, but it's always so annoying when it's like, we wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you.
No.
Like, I don't know. That always annoys me. Like, that's the most cliche thing to say. Like, I don't know. Yeah, be thankful, but like, shut up. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know. I don't really care either. I don't even know why we're talking about this.
Like, go to the champ and collapse something. I don't care.
Yeah. So these are the games that are coming out this week. Saints Row 4 Re-Elected for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and also Saints Row 4 Get Out of Hell for the 360, PS3, and PC. Resident Evil Remake HD is out on new and old consoles.
A double remake.
Yeah. And I heard it's actually really good.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
that's cool. Citizens of Earth for the PS4, Wii U, Vita, 3DS, PC. Gunman Clive 2 for the 3DS. Man, the first game was awesome. Planet Side 2 is bad on PS4.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of pumped for that.
It's closed.
I mean, like, just Planet Side, the fact that Planet Side 2 is
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Did you guys, speaking of re-elected, did you guys watch Obama's State of the Union thing?
Nope.
I did not.
Where, like, at one point, he said something about, like, how he... I don't know, I'll ruin it. But it's all over the place where he made a joke about how he won both of his campaigns, and it's kind of funny. I don't know. I know I'll ruin it. I don't fucking care. He made a joke, and he was funny, and he just, like, showed up everyone, and it's like... It sucks that guy's not going to be the president in like a year.
Yeah. Was it you that sent the picture? I don't know. I saw a picture of like Joe Biden in the back, just like a weird ass look on his face, like his jowls were like hanging down. Like,
I don't think that was me. But I saw this one video, like Obama was up there and he's like something about like, yeah, I don't have to run campaigns anymore because I won both of them. Something like that, and it was the Obama voice. I don't know. That's funny. You have to watch it. I ruined it.
I didn't watch it. So let's just end the show with probably the biggest topic in America. So the Super Bowl 49 is going to be the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
49?
Yeah, it's 49.
Yeah, it's 49.
Super Bowl 49.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So the Patriots manhandled the Colts 45-7, and in the first half their footballs were deflated by 2 PSI.
11.
I'll say that again. 2 PSI.
Pounds
per square inch.
Like
2.
Okay. Here's my thoughts on this entire thing, which is, was it, which it can be considered a thing, but was it like just the Patriots that were using these balls?
Yes.
Or was it both teams?
It was just the Patriots.
Just Patriots? I mean, it's just 2 PSI.
The balls.
When you put it that way, when you say just 2 PSI.
They were approved by the referee 2 hours and 15 minutes before the game started.
Okay.
Which means they met a certain PSI that the NFL sets in the rule book.
Yeah.
And then somehow, between that 2 hours and 15 minutes before game time and kickoff, 11 of 12 of these lost exactly 2 PSI. And the fact that it was exactly 2 PSI for 11 of these 12 says someone obviously orchestrated it.
Now, I'll say this. Supposedly that gives you better grip on the football.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, someone pointed this out, was like 11 for 23 or something in the first half. He had a pick and he had a touchdown. In the second half, he was like 12 for 14. And in the second half, the balls were at perfect PSI.
Yeah.
That's when
he
they
lit it up in the
That's when they
second
tore
half.
up.
Yeah.
So to me, I sit here and I go, well, it really didn't make a fucking difference then, did it?
Yeah.
Now, here's the way I look at it. Yeah, the Colts, and even Colts players
The
themselves
Colts
are like,
fucking sucked.
the one Colts player himself said, yeah, it doesn't matter that their balls were deflated. We didn't show up to play.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously some sort of punishment needs to come down on the Patriots because they did break the rules.
Yeah.
Didn't change the results of the game, really.
And it honestly didn't even give them an advantage.
Yeah.
They only got 1 touchdown.
It was
Now-
only 17-7 in the first half, and then they fucking demolished in the second half. So
And every quarterback likes a certain feel on the ball. Aaron Rodgers likes his balls overinflated. Yes, I did say that. Because he's got, huge ass hands. So he gets a better grip that way.
God damn it.
Tom Brady.
None of us were going to be laughing if you would know.
Yeah.
Like you got huge ass hands, like big balls.
Tom Brady likes a slightly deflated football to get a better grip to throw. But the fact that,
But it didn't help.
it didn't help, but, 11 or 12 of these that were supposed to be at a certain PSI inside the football were deflated by 2 PSI. Yes, it broke the rules. Did it change the game? No, probably not.
Too, if Tom Brady wouldn't have thrown that interception, none of this would happen. Because that's when the Colts were like, oh, this ball just feels a little bit deflated.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And the fact that, because I don't think Belichick had anything to really do with this. I think it was all Tom Brady.
I don't know.
But I mean, the fact that it's exactly 2 PSI for 11.
Belichick said he didn't know anything about it. Tom Brady said that he didn't do it. When I watched Belichick, Belichick doesn't show much personality anyways.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he was very reasonable. Tom Brady, to me, came off a little bit of
like a backed in the corner. Like a backed in the corner.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't. He might not be. He just might not be telling the whole truth. Yeah, he might not have done it, but it might. But he
might have knew,
but he knows of it. He knows, and it's like
There's no way you've played football for as long as Tom Brady has, and you don't notice something like that in football.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's going to run to the referee.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying there's no way he didn't know.
Yeah.
He's saying he had no idea. There's no way you throw a football and handle a football for that many years of your life and not be able to tell something is wrong with that football.
I just kind of thought it was funny, like in an interview after the game, Andrew Luck was asked like what he thought about it, and he's like, "I feel deflated."
Yeah, deflated. And then he was like, "Oh, shoot." That was so funny.
So because the NFL did investigate and they found that the Patriots were guilty of cheating, what do you think the punishment should be on the Patriots?
Nothing, because it didn't affect the game.
It was just I don't.
That's just my personal opinion.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I know they'll probably get like a draft picks and a big fine and stuff, but people to me are making a big uproar about nothing.
Well, I mean,
that's my personal opinion, though. So yeah.
But it's the fact that it's multiple offenses for the Patriots now. They've been caught multiple times. Now this is nowhere near as bad as like Spygate.
Yeah, that was legit.
Yeah, and I don't think they got punished enough for that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But again, this is the second known offense of just Bill Belichick's tenure. So look at normal laws. Look at like DUI, 3 strikes. This is strike number 2, and the punishment gets worse every strike. So I mean, again, the offense itself wasn't as serious, but it's also a multiple offense.
It's true.
The NFL did it. I'll tell you why. They're behind all of it because what gets better ratings than the?
Are you being sarcastic? Or
no, I'm being serious.
Sometimes I can't tell.
Well, like people watch the Patriots games like ever since they won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years because they just find any reason to not like the Patriots. You always watch a game of a team that's really good. Like people watch the Yankees a lot, or people watch the Heat when LeBron was there, just because you feel like your team is the underdog and you want them to lose and everything. And the NFL did this because it's going to boost ratings for the Super Bowl. Everyone's talking about it now. It's this big whole thing. And plus, it doesn't hurt to have something else like, oh, this is a big deal. And when you think of big deal, it's like, oh yeah, the balls are deflated. You no longer think of Ray Rice.
But it's also,
I mean, then also there was what was the
and Adrian Peterson and
Ray
McDonald.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's the whole terrible year the NFL has had,
and Greg Hardy
in terms of disciplining, in terms of disciplining its people.
The NFL, too, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick said that the NFL hasn't even contacted them about this. Kind of says something, too.
I don't think there should be any punishment.
Because
I don't think so. The Colts balls weren't deflated at all. They were overinflated. They were just normal, and the Colts couldn't score.
Now, I think
exactly, and they Patriots played a hell of a lot better in the second half, so it obviously did not affect the game.
Yeah,
that's just where I'm coming from.
Now, here's how I think something like this could be possibly presented in the future. Have a median weight that yes, the NFL wants the balls kind of inflated too, and then if you want to have a range within 2-3 psi one way, 2-3 psi the other way of that set point.
I can see that.
That way quarterbacks can get comfortable with the football, and you don't have this sort of incident happen again.
Yeah, I mean, I too don't think that this hurts the Patriots' legacy.
No.
And Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's run.
Tarnishes it a little bit, but
because they've obviously been good without cheating.
Yeah. And you can almost argue that the Patriots didn't need to do this at all.
And if it's to me, if this was the fucking, I don't know. If this was a different team, it wouldn't be as big of a fucking deal.
Yeah. I mean, and also if it was just any old, if it wasn't, I mean, again, Super Bowl, things are big in the Super Bowl. If this was just any old game, nobody would care any. If it wasn't the playoffs, everybody would just be like, oh, yeah, all right, whatever, fine, you cheated. But now it's like, oh, so.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt the NFL, it doesn't hurt the ratings, doesn't hurt the league at all, it doesn't hurt the Patriots. I mean,
if anything,
people are going to watch the Patriots games more.
Like the whole thing with everybody was all on Richard Sherman last year when he had his little spout off.
People are going to be more intrigued by the Super Bowl, and to me, this sucks too because I feel this Super Bowl matchup is really fucking good.
Yeah,
and it just kind of takes away from.
I'm still kind of pissed off, a little sour about that Seahawks.
Packers.
Yeah.
The guy slid with 5 minutes left. You can't go into clock killing mode. From what I understand about football, with 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have run that all the way in. All the way in for the touchdown. Get the security blanket points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that game.
Aaron Rodgers would have made it to the Super Bowl with his leg hurt.
Yeah. I mean Seattle showed up for the last 5 minutes, and the Packers probably looked up at the clock and were like, 5 minutes, we got this. We won the Super Bowl.
They didn't even have that big of a lead. I was watching both those games.
It was only like 12 points.
Yeah.
It
was only 12 points because they scored 15 unanswered. And then there was the.
And the thing too is their defense was completely whooping their ass. It's the Seahawks' ass, and then they just stopped playing.
Well, and then also that one I forget who it was, the one Packer who didn't catch the onside kick. He's got to feel sick. He's got to feel sick to his stomach.
He wasn't even supposed to catch it. The guy behind him was supposed to catch it. He was supposed to block.
So he fucked it all up.
I don't think the Seahawks won that game so much as Green Bay lost that game.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
I hope the Patriots completely whoop the Seahawks' ass just to be like, haha.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. Because look at what they did after Spygate. They went 18-1. And they were 2 minutes away from being fucking the perfect team in the NFL. It never happened before.
I mean, yeah, if the Seahawks were losing that bad to the Packers, you know, and Aaron Rodgers with his hurt leg and
I hope this is the opposite. I hope Seattle loses 43-8 or whatever the fucking score was.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colts weren't that good of a team. They were the best bad team in the league.
Yeah, they really were.
They have Andrew Luck and no one.
And to me, this Super Bowl is going to be so much more interesting because Peyton Manning isn't playing in it. Peyton Manning is a great quarterback, but he is fucking atrocious in the playoffs. And I would pick Tom Brady, and I would even pick Aaron Rodgers over Peyton Manning 24/7, even in the regular season. To be honest.
Yeah,
and it's you couldn't always make that case about they're playing in the cold in December because he used to play in Indianapolis. He was inside of a dome.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's he blew it.
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Brady as a person, but I like him as a quarterback. I'll take Tom Brady as my quarterback almost any day of the week.
I mean, he's a hot guy. I don't even care about that. Aaron Rodgers is a hot guy. I would take the Patriots because Tom Brady's a hot guy. That's my analysis.
I'd say the Patriots.
But the Seahawks will come back with 2 minutes left.
Probably
Score 40 points.
If you were to ask my dad would probably say the Seahawks just because he wanted the Colts to win, because then he wanted to be able to sit there and say, hey, we beat both those teams, and then be like, we got screwed in the Green Bay game because he's still on about that. So
yeah.
As much as I don't like Tom Brady, I want to see the Seahawks win, but I think realistically the Patriots are going to win. I think Tom Brady is just going to make Richard Sherman look like a fuckwad.
Well, he's got a bad wing, so he ain't going to be able to do nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
He has arms.
I just want to hear the talk about Richard Sherman stop.
Last question.
Okay.
If the Patriots win this Super Bowl, will Bill Belichick be the greatest coach in NFL history, and will Tom Brady be the greatest NFL quarterback?
I think Tom Brady is already one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL.
But will he be the greatest? Because he has 4, and that 4 is tied with a couple
I think the careers are
Terry
just
Bradshaw
yeah.
and a couple other people.
But I think like the career of a quarterback now is much longer than the career of a quarterback, back in like the Dan Marino.
You get a lot more. You get a lot more chances now. Like,
Yeah.
Season, I mean, hell, Peyton Manning's been in it since what, '98. So I mean, you get a lot of chances. Now it depends on what you do with those chances. Yes, but
It depends how you play.
Yeah. But at the same time, like quarterbacks back then didn't quite have the longevity that they do now.
So I mean, that's something to take. I mean, he'll definitely be
Like,
up there. But
would you say Tom Brady is better than Roger Staubach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he is.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of like arguably like great quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, there is.
I don't know if Bill Belichick would be the greatest coach because he's like the only coach I know besides Andy Reid. But so it would go probably Bill Belichick, Andy Reid. They don't know anyone else. I guess technically he's the greatest coach in the world.
What about Chip?
But Chip Kelly.
Chip.
But in order of like greatest quarterbacks in the world, Tom Brady wins his 4th Super Bowl. He'll be 3rd. Andrew Luck will be 2nd, and Jay Cutler will be sitting up. He'll be sitting up next, Brandon first. Cool. Because number 1's only reserved for cool people. Well, Joe Montana won like 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
He pulled he pulled a Jordan,
Joe
undefeated.
I was gonna say, would you say Brady's better than Joe Montana?
Trent Dilfer's pretty good. He's
That's
like number
up for
1.
debate.
Tom Brady versus Broadway Joe.
Yeah, that's up for debate for sure. Because
Trent
Montana's
Dilfer.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre's dick pics, greatest quarterback.
That does it
in the
for an
world.
extra special long breakdown.
yeah.
Still can't believe like Ray
Bye.
Rice isn't in jail or anything.
Yeah, well.
I mean, even after all.